All right. Welcome back to the Body by Vlad Show, episode 4, part 1. My name is Jon Robert Quinn, the guy who builds talk shows coast to coast. And of course, we're hanging out with our star, Mr. Vlad Telaluyev. How you doing, brother?
I'm doing amazing.
You're doing amazing. And I'm actually hearing that from everybody. I'm getting a lot of good feedback about you. I'm also getting feedback that you are wanting to do a lot more. And we're going to kind of cover that a little bit with the talking about stress and talking about taking care of our bodies and those types of things. Because I've made all those mistakes. I've already done that. I had 50 online stores at one point. And everyone says, just have one store. And I'm like, no, but I got to. And what did I do? I went out of business. All right. So at the end of the day, really focus on what it is that you do. Katie, she's getting you outfitted for the clothes. Katie Canfield with Jay Hilburn. She had mentioned you want to do a clothing line, just like I want to do a clothing line. We really got to focus on is we are the business. We are the product. So if you're going to do the line, make sure that it fits into the model of everything else that you're doing. Making sure that you're using it as a promotional material, such as when I'm doing the Jon Robert Quinn clothes, it's to promote Jay Hilburn and at the same time to promote the Jon Robert Quinn brand. She's building me clothes that I would normally already wear, except we're doing it through endorsement. And that's essentially how you should be thinking about doing that. Okay. So today we're going to really dig into supplements and how stress affects us. And I think that's huge, especially as the market starts to shift. People are going to become more stressful. You're actually helping me become less stressed out through the channels, the people that you've introduced me to, through you helping my wife become healthier. And I'm starting to see this, and she's now bringing it on to me, and we're eating better. We're doing, we're going to taking walks and doing things, and I feel better. I'm still stressed out, but it's a different kind of stress now. So let's really dig deep. Tell me a little bit about who is Vlad Telaluyev.
Well, I've been doing personal training for about 8 years now, and I've used to work with little corporations and 24-hour fitnesses and Gold's gyms and things like that. And what I've really understood is what I'm good at is that's helping people, whether it's through personal training, whether it's coaching them and everything like that. And I've seen more and more stories of people not only losing weight, but they're changing their life, their careers. And they're like, Vlad, my life is changing. It's been like 2 months of training. And it's like, whoa, okay. and seeing those transformations. So what I do as a personal trainer is I think more than personal trainer. I think I should advertise that. Definitely to say, hey, we're not doing just personal training. We are doing corrective exercise. We're helping you with nutrition.
You're doing life coaching at the same time.
Life coaching, in those sessions and things like that. So to say that, I'm a personal trainer would be an understatement. Because there's different avenues to what we offer.
Let your reputation in the community do the talking for you, though. So you're selling your personal training.
Yeah.
And it's kind of like I sell radio, right? But I'm changing people's lives by correction on how they run their business, on how they see things, on when I have insightful moments like, seeing that the market is shifting and I speak out and people go, oh, you're wrong. And then all of a sudden, guess what? Now their eyes and ears are open and now they see it and they're able to make that shift.
Yeah.
I can sell myself as a business coach, but I'm not. I'm the guy on the radio. I build talk shows. So
yeah, exactly.
So you're doing exactly that. You're changing and impacting people's lives based on your talents and skills and your gifts, but you're doing it through personal training.
Yeah, and that's what I've noticed is I just help them with that. But then they realize themselves like, oh, this needs to change. I need to improve this by themselves. But I'm telling people, look, it's not even me. It's just physical activity maybe.
Correct.
That will change that for people. Because people that don't work out, they have no energy, that, they're brain dead. They're just, zombies. And all they do is just, they might watch TV all day or they're just doing nothing.
That's been me lately, actually. It's just I have been a quote-unquote zombie. I burnt myself out.
Yeah.
And in burning myself out, working 15 hours a day, I've got 10 talk shows and my music career and writing books for other people and in meetings and working one-on-one with everybody, I'm not getting any me time. I'm not getting any time with my wife, and I burned out. And then when I burned out, the first thing that came to me was I need to start eating right. I need to exercise. I need to really start thinking about the big picture. You know, you told me you can have $1 million business or $1 million headache with $1 million headache, or $150,000 business with no headache. I'd rather have 150 grand in the bank than be in the hospital with $1 million in the bank.
Yep.
And that's what you're giving myself, is you're educating me on your aspect of life, on what you've learned over the years, and I'm educating you on what I've learned. And that's a unity between the two of us.
And that's more important than the personal training, actually, is realizing that personal training is important, but now you're realizing how important other aspects of your life are.
Correct.
Because there's 4 quadrants: body, being, business, and balance. And so when we go too much into business, now you're out of balance with the 3 quadrants. Mm-hmm. So for me, it's like, okay, I got to do my 30-minute workout. But it could be whatever, walking and doing a little bit of training, some cardio, abs. I got my business in. Now what's my balance? And I missed that in my life too. I was always work. Got to do this.
Everything was work. Everything was work.
Everything was work.
Yeah. And now I'm starting to enjoy a little bit. And, you know, as much as I hate television, if that's what it takes for you and your wife, or you and your partner, whoever you're with, or whatever the situation is, if that's what it takes, is sitting down and watching an hour of TV a day to really just take your mind off of your work and to create that balance, then that's what you have to do.
Yeah. Well, that's what I've been doing. Netflix. Go on, watch a movie or watch a documentary or watch something.
Something of value. I always make sure that I'm still feeding my brain with something of quality.
Yeah.
But did you see the movie The Greatest Showman? Did you see that one yet?
No.
You've got to see it. No. You've got to see it. We have it on Netflix, on Amazon Prime. We bought it. It's a musical, and it's a fun movie to watch. Yet it still breaks into business. It still breaks into the balance. It still breaks into life. It breaks into monogamy. It breaks into all the wonderful things that make a person whole. Yeah. But they did it in a really fun way, and you got to watch it. It's a good movie. Today I want to really dig into supplements. Talk to me. What are they?
Well, that's kind of where I've been too. Is I've literally cut out all the supplements because it's a supplement. Okay. And as I was going through the personal training and everything, I'd used pre-workouts, proteins, BCAAs, creatine. I mean, you name it, I probably took it. And then I realized when I opened up the container, a bunch of white powder just puffs up. I'm like, well, that's not natural. I've created my own pre-workouts, but it was from China. And so I can create a supplement with you in here in your living room, put a package on it, label it, and say, this is the best pre-workout you ever took. But who knows where it's coming from? Correct. And so that's why I had to cut everything out, because I want to focus more and learn more about the nutrition. You said, I think you mentioned you were watching Hell's Kitchen, and you're watching how they're cooking. And I think we're just so not knowledgeable of all the combination of foods that you can create. And how beautiful food can be by itself. Correct. Versus, let me just take this shake or let me take this pill. Correct. Because that's what, like you said, the stress is we're so stressed out. We don't have time to cook, which means you need a pill or a shake. But you're on the go. Your cortisol is high. You're taking this pill. Your body's like, what the hell is this? I don't understand what you're putting into my body. And that's not how our body works. Correct. So for me, I'm like, okay, let me focus on what herbs can I take. And for stress, ashwagandha root. Number 1 root. In India and anywhere, it lowers your cortisol, and of course doctor's not going to prescribe that to you, of course, but it's way better than medications, and it's an adaptogen, so it adapts to your body, so it takes a little bit of time, but within 2 to 3 months you'll see that your body's a lot more calmer. And I think you should try that one, because when I take it, I'm just calm. And people are, what's wrong? Nothing's wrong. I'm just calm.
I had a client come by yesterday, and he's like, you all right, dude? I'm like, I'm good. Why? What's going on? Yeah. He's like, you just seem melancholy. I'm like, no, I'm just relaxed, bro.
Yeah, what? I've had that a lot. I'm at the gym and people are like...
You show up and I'm just like, ah!
Yeah, exactly. People are not used to that.
You always catch me at 2 o'clock on a Monday. I mean, come on.
Yeah, the Monday.
The Mondays are already crazy. And then you catch me at 2 o'clock right in the middle of everything. Yeah. And then you wonder why I'm stressed out. No, but I've just been... honestly, I've been making the necessary calls that I need to make. I've been before we go to record, I go downstairs, I take a quick little walk and just kind of take in the sights, just we've been eating better. She's been doing a lot of cooking.
That's what I was going to say. I was like, did you lose weight?
You think I'm losing weight again?
I think so.
Yeah.
You look like not skinny, but you're looking fitter and more alive. And because before it was just like this man that's just hunched over and working and stressed out and phones ringing and this is going to Pepsi and cola and you know what I mean? Just like I was like, geez,
this guy.
I'm gonna stay over here. I'm not gonna go into his bubble.
No.
And
that's what it requires sometimes, though. You have to. You have to be going, and we're not always going to be.
I agree. It's more of a sprint, though. We can't do a marathon like that.
No, you're absolutely right.
And
you're absolutely right.
That's where the business and balance comes in: is time blocking, 90-minute work, sprint, and then recover. And I think that's the most important, because when you talk about stress and supplements and nutrition and exercise and tying all that in, is people don't know time management. And so, like, for example, in our 8-hour workday, how much hours of work is somebody being productive?
Correct.
2, 3.
Exactly.
So that's why companies are losing trillions of dollars, because they're employing so much people, but they're not getting anything done.
Correct. Yeah, you're absolutely right. All right, so, folks, have you wanted to be better? Have you wanted to be healthier? Just give Vlad a call. I almost called him Vlad. Almost give Vlad a call. Vlad Teleliv. 916-764-2559. 916-764-2559. Or bbvfitness.com. bbvfitness.com. I'm always messing this guy's name up. It's all right. Sorry, he pokes fun at me too. All right, we're going to go to a break. We're going to come back and learn more. We'll be right back.